May well have a match on our hands. Fight goes the call out, and here come the allies. Definitely a very split attack here. Some of them going down the tunnels, but the majority of them going along the road and rushing. So that is definitely a beatable time. But judging from the way Ethereal managed to play with 6 players only, we may well have a match on our hands. Fight goes the call out, and here come the allies. Definitely a very split attack here. Some of them going down the tunnels, but the majority of them going along the road and rushing for that forward bunker.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Looks like I was following the E team, and one of their medics in the middle floor just did a Rambo off that balcony with only 9 bullets to shoot, and was owned. But let's see what's happening here. They've still got a couple in the middle floor monitoring that
Dino
side
planting.
push, high side push.
Dino planted down on the main gate.
That's it.
By Gummy and Maverick.
Despite the awesome work of the mobile MG42 manned by Doofus, who managed to take down 3 players coming in through that door in a row. And we've got a dynamite defuse. How on earth did that happen? There was so much action, I guess nobody noticed the engineer that was busy defusing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a first defuse by Ethereal, and that is going to make the boys from VIA incensed. They're going to be so upset about that. All that hard work undone because their dynamite is defused, and once more Ethereal have their defense set up. Medics working overtime, and ladies and gentlemen, the truck is in the forward bunker, and it's in a bit too soon, I think. Gummy is trying to lay down, under heavy fire. He lays down dynamite, but he's unable to plant. He's unable to arm it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's just madness at the moment, Fuego. I'm not sure whether they know whether they want to go for the flag. Well, they've gone for the forward flag.
They have got, looks like to me that they've actually secured the flag, and they're now currently planting down the bottom. Engineer Maverick, and they've got a covert op who's letting them loose inside quickly to perhaps build that command post if nobody from the Axis side has already done so. So it looks like there has been a bit of a push here by the allies for the command post, which was met by some heavy fire from the Axis. White Raven, what are you thinking so far, mate?
I'm thinking what a match. They're getting torn to pieces at one end, then gaining land another.
Yeah, it's a real seesaw, ladies and gentlemen. We have a strong defense and then a strong attack, and back comes the defense, and we have an awesome submachine gun fire going on at the moment at the command post, well, near the command post, and well, it's just too close to call. There's just submachine gun fire all over the show, and it looks in the end as the smoke clears that Clan VIA, who are allies at the moment, have managed to come through on top, and they need to get that command post. Kurgan threw smoke down, so he is waiting for his charge bar before he is able to blow the command post, and I wonder if he knows that he's supposed to blow the command post, because he's just run off now. Oh, here he comes back. Gummy is an engineer waiting for him to blow the command post. What is Kurgan doing? He's looking at a chair. Ah, finally he gets the plant down.
We have a plant at the main. Two or no, actually just one. It's been planted. I'm not sure what's going to happen from the Axis side, whether they are going to push for a defuse. And it looks like they are going to try a defuse here. But hang on, no, that's not an engineer. That's a flamer.
There are no engineers.
In God's name are they doing with a flamer?
Yeah, he's attacking in the open, that flamer. He was very brave of him, but the door is going to go down, ladies and gentlemen. The main gate is blown open, and the command post has been built. So we are through. We've got a couple of mines just inside the main entrance, but they will be set off by the truck unless a player like Gummy runs through, but he's cut down before he even gets to the mines, waiting for a revive, and it comes from Locust. And the truck sets off the mines, and it's through. Ladies and gentlemen, it is rounding the corner right now. We have 4 minutes 40 left in this match, and the truck is almost in position, being escorted at the moment by Edgar from VIA, who puts down an airstrike just in case Warlord comes forward to engage him, and he is taken out. Griswold is taken out before he can revive him. So all the action is going to be on the inside now. Can they get those controls built There is a flamer in place, and he is dealing out damage. Fuego.
He certainly is. I'm following Mr. Lamb of God here. His objective, I seem to think, is to build that back fence.
Oh, the flame is down. Flame is down. Flame is down, and Maverick has built the controls, but he's cut down before he can press the button, and it's down to Pistols versus Panzer. Oh, and it's Pistols versus Pistols. The Panzer had no charge. Nobody's pressed the button yet, ladies and gentlemen. It's all battles at the moment. It looks like Clan VIA have forgotten to press the button.
Someone's pressing it now. It looks like Maverick pressed the button. Did he? Or
the
didn't
truck is not in position. The truck is not in position.
Oh, hold on. It looks like we're calling it wrong, ladies and gentlemen. In all of the action, missed them. Oh, there, yes. Oh, White Raven, you're correct. Sorry. I saw the truck starting to move and I thought, well, actually, it's got the truck. It's got it, but it was inches away from the point where it needed to be. The gold crate finally has been secured, and it's now down to 3 minutes of defending. 3 minutes and 10 seconds of defense around that truck for the Axis to be able to hold the Allies out for the full time. 3 minutes exactly on the clock, and the truck has just pulled away from the crane, and it is stationary now right on the corner, ladies and gentlemen. Fuego, do you think they are going to have enough time to get through?
Oh, Doofus just sitting up on one of the wooden boxes there, jumps out from the side and SKs. Oh, great job there, Doofus. Super SK work. I'm not so sure exactly what's going to happen here, Chrisis, but it looks like to me that Mr. Locust had got through, but unfortunately ran over a landmine.
Ran over a whole world of hurting
by himself.
Yep, Griswold comes along. Oh, but he gets a miracle revive from Maverick, and it's the medic train in action, ladies and gentlemen. Gummy is pushing forward, and so is Griswold and Kurgan. Griswold with his needle out, not bothering to shoot at all, and it seems to have worked because the truck is on its way and it is surrounded by allies. Maverick, Griswold, and Lamb of God is trying to defend it, but he gets cut down from the back by Edgar. And the truck is moving, although all of the allies have now been taken out, and once again Ethereal are defending around that truck. Oh, beautiful 2-man kill from Doofus's Panzerfaust, so that's going to hold back the allies. 1 minute and 43, it's going to be a close one, ladies and gentlemen, too close to call. The truck is still inside the Axis base. It has not reached the main gate yet, although it imminently will. Oh, and once more the push is cut down and the truck is stationary just at the stairs. Locust comes through, he gets the truck moving, but he gets cut down. Kurgan is outside the gates, touches the truck. He is now in front of the truck and escorting it along, not engaging the enemy like a clever boy. And he's got Maverick in support. It looks like they may just get out in time, ladies and gentlemen, with 1 minute 10 on the clock. The truck is at the top of the hill. It has stopped moving though. Oh, it's now moving again. Round the corner. And the Axis are well pushed back. Looks like they're going to do it on this first round. Fuego?
Oh yeah, no problems here. VIA have done their homework, well, kind of, and have, well, with some errors at the obviously once they constructed, they didn't have that truck completely in position, which did cost them a bit of time, but obviously not anything that was going to affect this particular round, which obviously has gone to them. So being successful, I think the next round is going to be perhaps one-sided, or would be better, of course, to have that the both teams were even, Chrisis.
Yeah, I've got to say that I agree once more. Fuego, you're speaking so much truth tonight. Very interesting that Ethereal were able to set a time in 9 minutes with a man down, and that time would have been much lower, I think. Or it would have been closer to 8 minutes at least if they had the full complement of players. I'm just having a look here. Probably the best shooter on the Axis team is Doofus, 19 kills and only 11 deaths, but he was SKing like crazy with his Panzerfaust. And on Clan VIA Locust with a kill death ratio of 18 to 10, so well done to VIA Locust for owning it up in that round. For great justice, take off every zig, says Lamb of God. while we are in limbo, ladies and gentlemen, waiting for round 2 to start. Waiting on 8 players to ready up. Now, we've got some guy, Lod Crom, trying to join up. He's connecting. I don't know. What clan is he from? Anybody know?
You lost me there, Chrisis. I have no idea who that is. And I guess I don't think they're allowed to have a coach anyhow, Chrisis, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Yeah, even if he does manage to join up, he will sit for a long time staring at a black screen. Well, White Raven, how did that compare? Staring at a black screen, listening to a couple of shoutcasters, compared to watching it and casting it yourself. Any comments about the game on a whole?
I'm just wondering what was Gummy doing with his trying to spawn camp Axis second position in their backward spawn. What was he doing?
Oh, I didn't see that. Good question. We'll have to ask him sometime. What were you doing, Gummy? Gummy seems to be a bit of a class on this map. He's been an MG42, he's been an engineer, and I think he was just for a brief time, he was a covert ops.
Covert ops.
And a bit of medic too. So, class whoring it up. Shout out to Gummy. And we're just waiting for one player, Griswold from VIA, to ready up, and we are into the second round. Ladies and gentlemen, game arena goodness, and all players are ready. 9 seconds to stopwatch round 1 of round 2. 3, 2, 1, and fight. The game is on. Any difference in the tactics, I wonder, as we have VIA as allies on attack again, and they are making a mad rush down the hill, all of them all at once along the road, heading for that bunker. There's smoke. Smoke has been cast down at the front gate. That'll cause a bit of confusion, but I don't know how much it will actually help. Grenade spam going in from Locust, and he takes on a couple of players, manages to get them down, but oh, he's cut down, and Griswold is cut down. Kurgan is Kurgan's coming through, and before he can get a revive, he's cut down in the stairs, ladies and gentlemen. Bodies all over the place, medic symbols above them, and nobody to revive.
Yeah, definitely for sure. There's a lot of carcasses everywhere, and no medic around in sight to pick those bodies up and keep them alive. But they have a plant down the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. The bottom has been planted. Will we get a disarm by the player beforehand that did in the previous round? And it looks like Mr. Deadline is going for the disarm. He's still alive. Nobody's shooting him. And it's diffused.
Warlord has diffused.
But there's another plant up the top. Oh, is there? I heard a dynamite planted, but where did that come from?
Yeah. No, it's not at the top. It's at the main gate to the supply depot. A couple of players were let through by covert ops, ladies and gentlemen, and the main gate has been planted. So that's going to help them in the end game or in the mid game section once they are through here. But they've first got to get through the forward bunker before they can take advantage of that dynamite going down, and the Axis must be kicking themselves for not noticing that. The depot gates are down, ladies and gentlemen, but the truck is not through the forward spawn yet. Oh, from behind, Maverick is planting at the forward spawn gate, but Deadline manages to see the yellow lights and takes him out before he can arm.
Here we have Gummy. He's constructing obviously the gold, and it seems to me it's going to be quite useless, I think, to do it now, because you've got no truck around. They could just get a covert ops just to blow it up. So perhaps he should have just snuck in there and hidden somewhere in some secure place and actually done that. And obviously they don't realise that these guys have got the command post up, so they're all still inside.
Oh, this is excellent tactics from Clan VIA. Very, very clever stuff. Their covert snuck through. They had an engineer plant at the supply gate, at the supply depot gates. They had that engineer build the controls for the crane, but that engineer had also built the command post, so they have spawned on the other side of the gate. There was no defense on the other side of the gate. A plant has gone down, and in 5 seconds it's going down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first. I have not seen this tactic go down before on supply depot, and the gate is now blown and the truck is through. We're going up the hill, and wow, this has turned into an exhibition of real cunning, ladies and gentlemen. The truck is now heading up the hill towards the supply depot gates. It's got a long way to go, but it's not going to be stopped at any point by any of the fixed defenses. The main gate is blown. Wow. Seen anything like this, White Raven, before?
Never. I was wondering why Gummy didn't tell me this earlier.
Oh, he's kept something special for White Raven's guest shoutcast tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Clan VIA for some very interesting tactics going down on Supply Depot. Now, what's happened? Is that control still up? There is a flamethrower from Ethereal Bazaar at the top of the steps, preventing anybody from getting through, and a covert has blown the controls. So they'll still have to blow the controls again.
NG is up there constructing controls.
It's completed, but...
Flame Drake is coming up.
Wow, the flamer took him out before he could press the button, so the gold is still in place, ladies and gentlemen. The defense is on 10 minutes and 43 seconds, and a mass slash kill from the Axis, so I think that would have been a spawn. It's not a mass slash kill. Still got a flamer at the top. And we've got a covert coming in. He's going to blow those controls for a second time. Oh, but he's got no charge bar.
He's waiting for some charge.
He's lagged out, but he manages to get it down anyway, so they've got to do it yet again 3 times. They will have to build this if they're going to steal the gold. Kurgan and Deadline one-on-one. No, joined by Locust, who takes down Deadline and revives Kurgan, who is an engineer, I believe, so he's going to build this again. And let's hope...
Somebody's got to pause that.
What do we have, 999s?
Yeah, we have a 999 here. Oh, he was 999. He's still 999. Eagle is still 999, ladies and gentlemen. I actually pressed to pause. Request for pause. He's back.
He's back to normal.
Well, it was enough, ladies and gentlemen, because the gold is on the truck and the truck is moving. Griswold is lying prone on the truck behind the gold, packing himself up. Pretty impenetrable position there where he is, packing himself up, and it's just Axis around that truck trying to get him, and they cannot hit him. Oh, finally he takes a hit, but it's not enough to take him out. Griswold is doing unbelievable work on the back of this truck, able to escort it all the way along the road, and it is now outside the depot gates and on the way up the hill, and finally...
Oh, he's taken down.
Yeah. Taken down by a grenade, but too little too late. Maverick and Edgar are at the truck and they are escorting it. It's going around the corner now, going past the hole in the wall. And the call of all your base are belong to us goes out from Gummy as Maverick escorts the truck, and they're going to set a much better time in this round. 6 minutes and 13. Wow. What an interesting round.
That was a very interesting round indeed, Chrisis. I guess the E-guys weren't really expecting this one. My guess is that obviously also that perhaps maybe they should have had a engineer go back, but obviously not going. It was something they didn't think of, and I'm not sure whether these guys would have known about that strat, and obviously they didn't pick on it, and yeah. That's what's going to happen, I guess, if somebody gets through like that. It's going to hurt your team.
Well, you've got to believe that that was a strategy that they have planned and practiced, because it worked too well for it to be just luck. Too well. They planted at the supply depot gate. They planted... they built the controls and they built the command post in just the right order. I think it wasn't in that order. I think it was supply depot gate, then the command post, and then the controls. That was just really well worked out and so impressive. Shout out to Clan VIA for coming up with a killer strat, managing to set a time of 6 minutes 13, which is, well, it's just around 2 minutes faster than they did in the previous round. Good games to Clan VIA. So it's all up to Ethereal to see if they can match this. Now, can someone fill me in on the game arena rules? Is it best of 3, best of 2, best of 5, first to 3? What's the rule?
Best of 3.
Best of 3. So in other words, if
changed.
Oh, bit of controversy here, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought it was best of first to 2. I thought.
Oh, first to 2, best of 3. Same difference, isn't it?
Not sure. I guess it'd be best of 3 if it was a tie. If one game was tied.
Oh, that's true. Guess it would have to be. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the point is moot because we have an attack going on right now from Ethereal, and they are using the exact same strategy. They are all heading down through the tunnels, and they are into the forward bunker right now, ladies and gentlemen. Crossfire taking them down, a bit of artillery spam outside, doing a bit of damage, and the truck has come all the way down to the gate. It stopped just outside the garage. And they've captured the forward bunker. Wow! Very quick, but it's quickly grabbed back by the Axis. And the truck is stationary, waiting for the next push, ladies and gentlemen. Inside here we have the standard grenade spam going out towards where the truck is. Random grenades being thrown.
Push from the tunnel.
We got players pushing in.
Looks like the engineer's just been taken down here by Griswold, but he's been taken down also, which in return he takes his medic that was obviously there in support, took down the other player that was going to actually plant. It's just so much here going on that I can't really tell you exactly which player is which, because it's just all so fast there, Chrisis.
Teams swapping medic needles, that's what it's all about. Revive going, and as I'm watching the Axis busy getting themselves ready, in comes a Panzerfaust and splat, they're all over the walls. And a plant goes down, but it is not armed, ladies and gentlemen. A lucky spawn there from Clan VIA, managing to come down and cut the... Wow, that was three allied players around the gate, trying to get that dynamite planted and armed, and they just got cut down from behind from VIA, who must have respawned and come down through the stairs. So all quiet again, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping for more Panzerfaust goodness. Splat they go. Here it comes, and unfortunately Bazar is only really managing to splat the walls with only one of the Axis players, and so the Axis still have a pretty strong defense as the push comes down. And Ethereal looks like they are going to lose this push again to Lamb of God, the last one to be taken down. And he is now Gibbs. Got a couple of slash kills from VIA, so they must have spawned again. In comes Eagle. Eagle on his own, dealing out damage to Griswold and Maverick, but they are revived because he did not give them. On your own, there's no time to kill and give, I guess, in the heat of battle. And the Panzerfaust comes in again.
It looks like to me that Clan E has made a fairly basic mistake here of leaving the truck too close inside for the actual plantee to make cover. If say, for example, I'm speaking theoretically here, if the engineer plants, the opposing engineer can get in there and make a disarm, because they won't be able to cover that plant because the truck will be in the way, unfortunately, Chrisis.
Yeah, and of course the truck has been hampering the work of that Panzerfaust. And finally we have a plant that's gone down at the main door. Well, not the main door, the lower door of the forward bunker. So it looks like it may just stick with 15 seconds to go. The forward bunker flag has been captured by the Allies. Oh, it's been switched between the Allies and the Axis. But it's too little too late for the Axis, because 3 seconds to 1. And the dynamite goes just in time. Panzerfaust goes out and misses again, ladies and gentlemen, but the truck is on the move. Lots of spam going on at the moment. Bazar doing excellent work, and he gets cut down just at the plateau. Escorting the truck. Lots of very aggressive forward defense set up from Clan VIA. Oh, sorry, that I got the tags wrong, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Allies coming up the hill, escorting that truck, heading towards the truck to escort it.
Just 1 minute and 44 remaining on the clock here. I'm thinking that the chances of Ethereal getting that truck and planting the main gate and constructing the gold onto the crate is just going to be totally impossible. It'll take a complete miracle, Chrisis, and I'm sure that they'll be praying for the heavens above on this one.
Well, let's hope we have no miraculous breakdowns of the server, because that will mean we have an incomplete result, and it looks like VIA are going to be pretty emphatic victors on the second round here. The truck has only just gone over the crest of the hill and is facing downhill now with just under 1 minute to go, and I've got to say you've called it right again, Fuego, because they are not going to get a plant down in time. Get those controls built, get the gold out, get the truck all the way around the back of the supply depot, and out with that gold. So I think we are into garbage time already. Truck is stationary. And Bazar has his Panzerfaust out and is heading down the hill. Got an Axis spawn. We might have a multi-kill from the... Oh, and the Panzerfaust misses all targets and gets cut down himself. But it doesn't matter. It's not going to make a difference to this result. 23 seconds to go. Still no plant down. 18.
They managed to plant both east and... Oh, actually, east has been planted now. But I doubt that it's going to make any difference whatsoever to the outcome of this match.
No, not at all. 5 seconds to go to the round, and it's going to be good games to Clan VIA, the veterans in action. An emphatic victory in the end. They started out, seemed fairly even, but that just seemed to be a bit of rustiness from the VIA players, and they have walked away 2-0 from this match.
Nah, 1-0. Ain't it?
No, it's 2-0. It's 2-0. That was round 2.